Hey guys, how's hanging? Charlie here with our week 4 match for the IBL against the Toronto Totodiles coached by Blue Jay on Toast. And this week's a bit different because I don't have Simba with me right now because he's sick and his voice is pretty worn off, I would say, and he's coughing a lot as well, so he didn't really want to keep pushing his voice for this video, so here I am. We predicted her team to be consistent of Excadrill, Florges, Virizion, Electros, Dragalge, and Mega Sableye. So let's get this battle going so we can see if we got her team predicted correctly. So she doesn't bring the Dragalge nor the Virizion, and instead she brings Heatran and Mutane. And our lead here is 100% our Constantine, because we can U-turn out if it isn't the exact right choice for us, and she will probably lead with Adopted, her Sableye, because she's done that all 3 weeks. So if she wants to either Willow or knock off, it's not gonna be her Poison Heal from Constantine. So she leads with Adopted, she gets the Mega off, and here we actually forgot to teach Protect on Gliscor. We had Earthquake instead, so we go for that U-turn and go out into our Gardevoir so we can trace his Magic Bounce, maybe hoping for the Willow on his part. But she actually goes for the knockoff and he does a fuck ton. So we're like, okay, we don't have our Life Orb anymore, so it's not a kill anymore on Moonblast, but it does a lot, and it goes up to its red life, and it goes for Metal Burst, which is a solid play on her part. It definitely KOs Desiree, and it is the first KO of the game. So we go out into our Sabrina now, trying to get that revenge kill from that Sableye, and she actually switches the Mega Sableye with is just that photo at this point, and she goes into the Diva which can eat our Brave Bird, but not 2 of those, so yeah. And here we see that it did a lot of damage, and we take the Hockey Helmet recoil plus Brave Bird recoil, and we go for Brave Bird again, and we are able to pick up the KO against the Godiva here. So now we're at +1 with our Moxie boost, and we get the recoil from both Rocky Helmet and our Brave Bird, and she sends out Electros at full health. So we're like, okay, that HPIs might hurt. So we go into our maintenance, and she goes for a Volt Switch, allowing her to get the initiative on this turn. But we go out into Metagross because we know because of the Assault Vest it can hit pretty much anything she wants to go into. And she goes out into Adopted, most likely to sack it off and see what we go for. And here we go for the Bullet Punch for the priority if she has something sneaky like a priority of her on, and we know we will outspeed even though it's a priority because we're faster. And here she goes for the Mute, and we go for Cephalothorax with Hard Switch straight out, which now looking back, it was kind of a silly play of her part. And she gets the Body Slam off, it doesn't para us, which is awesome. We are able to get that Leftovers recovery back, and we're actually able to eat that Body Slam pretty well as she hard switches into Electros, and we go for Scald, trying to Nacho Burn on Miltank or whichever Pokemon that might want to come out of this range. Oddly enough, she stays in, but Cephalothorax is able to pick up that Scald Burn on it. Then we go straight into Wish to get that very much needed recovery of her life back. And she actually goes for Thunderbolt, which we're not expecting. We were expecting the Volt Switch coming from her, so it did way more than we thought. And Cephalothorax wasn't able to get another one, so we actually go for that fast baton pass and we go straight into our maintenance because of the AV. He can eat pretty much anything that floats in wants to do with it. So since we're forced to go into our maintenance and our wish came off, which is awesome, getting us into our full health again, and we're able to get the Zen Headbutt off and pick up the KO against this float sand that did so much damage. So Hades comes out and we're like, does it have a air balloon? Cause if not, Earthquake's a guaranteed KO on it, and so it does, and Hades goes down. That was kind of a weird move for her to make, but then she goes into her Mutek and body slam us, maybe trying to get the para off, as we go for a meteor mash of her arm to try and get the attack boost maybe. But it doesn't work our way this time, and she body slams us once again. It doesn't do much, as you can see, so we go for our second meteor mash against Whitney, which does a respectable amount, but it heals itself once again with its leftovers. And here's the turn for maybe the milk drink we were thinking, so we got a clean switch into our Cephalothorax, which is able to either Scald or Wish this turn if the body slam doesn't do much to us. So yeah, she goes for the milk drink, she gets the lefties, and she's almost at full, maybe full actually. Yeah, and we get the lefties off of her on, and she goes for that body slam on her Cephalothorax. It does a lot more than it does to our maintenance, but we can pretty much eat one of those, and we go for the Scald, hoping for the burn. That didn't happen, which is cool. Then we both get leftovers back to heal us off a little bit, and she goes for that body slam once again, and here we see a crit, which might have mattered. Cephalothorax might have been able to either wish or Scald once again, and here she gets that lefties recovered a little bit once more. And here we misplay hard, I think, because like Metagirl's base stats of attack is higher than Entei's, so like Metagirl's would do more damage to Whitney, and we go to Flare Blitz, so we're choiced into Flare Blitz now, which does recoil damage for us and also doesn't have the 50% burn chance that Sacred Fire does. So I think it was a bit of a misplay over on here. We could have maybe tried to save our Cephalothorax and maybe save our Entei for like later on, because it's not doing that much damage to her Milk Tank, as she can Milk Drink off our damage and be ready to go. And it's pretty unfortunate as well that we are parried, and she finally shows us her last move, which is Rock Slide, and does a lot to us. So we're here now until maybe our final Flare Blitz because of the recoil that we've got, and then the Rock Sliding coming from her once again. So she actually goes for a Milk Drink once again, allowing us for a final Flare Blitz, and here we can see that she goes into almost half of her health, and we are damaged by the recoil. It does a lot. There's no point in saving Entei anymore now, because he's paralyzed and he's such in low health. So the Rock Slide comes to take off our Entei, so that's a kill for Milk Tank right there. And now we think up straight and we go into our maintenance, which we should have gone into a little earlier on the game. We shouldn't have switched him into Cephalothorax, and we allow her at this point to get a free milk drink off, and we go for that meteor mash, trying to get that attack boost maybe, which it doesn't, and she gets that leftovers recovery off. and she goes for a body slam, trying maybe to para us and not waste a whole turn on the Thunder Wave. And she gets the para, and we get paralyzed first turn, which is a bit unfortunate, as she can either go into her milk drink or a body slam of her own, which she does. And here you can see that it does very little damage, but with the fear of we getting parried, we really have to take advantage of the turns we get to attack. And here we get that attack boost, which is awesome. Now we can finally go and put in some work. As she goes for another milk drink to stall out our paralyze, and we get parried once again as she goes for the body slam to get the chip of damage off, and we get parried for the second time in a row, which is a pretty unfortunate thing to happen, as she goes for another body slam. Could have gone for a milk drink of her own as well if she was afraid of any kind of move from us. And we get the second attack boost, which means a lot here, because now it means that Whitney can probably be in range for us to bullet punch her with our priority once it's at low health enough. But she switches out, which weirdly enough is into her Excadrill, and you can see that the Meteor Mash does a lot, and we are able to pick up the KO with our priority bullet punch into this Excadrill. And here we are into her last mon, which is the Milk Tank, which goes for the milk drink. I'm not even surprised to see that going, since she had the turn on her advantage, since she's faster than our maintenance because it's paralyzed. I think even without the para, it was still faster than us. So here you can see that her milk drink isn't putting her up to full, which means that our Meteor Mash is doing a bit more than she's able to recover. So now we're thinking, okay, we might have this match in our hands if we don't get fully parried like too much. So we go for another Meteor Mash, and you can see that does a lot, bringing Milk Tank to a red life, and she has a little bit of recovery with the leftovers, and we unfortunately get parried. So she is able to get a free body slam and a milk drink on us, and that's pretty unfortunate because now she's not on bullet punch range anymore. So we have to stall another move with our Meteor Mash and then go for that bullet punch. But you can see now that she's getting into low health even with the milk drinks. And now, even with the lefties, she's at a red health, which means, oh no, it doesn't, we get parried. But it's okay, we live at 19 HP, that body slam, which came in clutch for this with our assault vest, and we're finally able to get the priority bullet punch off, and Whitney goes down. So yeah, we were able to pick up another win for the São Paulo Cyndaquils against the Toronto Totodiles. And that's gonna be it for this match, guys. It came down to a bit of a stally end, but it's okay because that's Pokemon for y'all, and that's like all the different playing styles that we see. And I'm pretty happy that we were able to pick up the win, even though we misplayed a little bit, I do believe. And next week we're going against the Reckless Bat, the coach of the Texas Tyrantrons, which is voted as the absolute scariest team of the league. So yeah guys, wish us luck, and if you enjoyed this battle, please hit it a like and subscribe to our channel for more IBL and Pokemon content. And see you guys next week with our week 5.